Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Today, we're going to celebrate 300, reaching 300 subscribers. I hope you all can see me. If you can hear me very well, please say hello and your grown zone, rep your grown zone. Today is a good day. It is the weekend. Um, Let me see. Let me just get something to drink right quick. We're right back. What's going on, everyone? What's going on? Waiting on something to come on right quick. We won't be on here long, y'all, because I have some other work to do. But as promised, I said I was gonna go live. So if you're in here in the chat, please write. I can't think now. Put in your grown zone. What grown zone you're in? Much appreciated. Say hello. Hit the like button. Let someone know that we're on live right now. Um, what's going on, everyone? Hope I have the chat. Let me see something here. Let's see. Let me know if you can see that in the chat, please. What's going on? What's going on? Let's see here. Um, all right. Hope everyone having a good day today. Let's see here. So what I'm going to do, I am going to just talk about gardening right quick, our experience and what we have learned this year. I know there's not many of you on right now, but if you do decide to come on, you can see the replay. So for us, this is our going on our third year of gardening. It's been our third year on making videos on YouTube. We started actually gardening in 2017. I don't think we started pushing out videos until 2018. So it's been like 2 years since we did videos, 3 years since we've been on YouTube. Actually, I have personally been on YouTube longer than that. I had another channel with no subscribers at all when I first had my own first Gmail account, and I posted a video. But that's something different without gardening. Uh, but I'm gonna tell you about myself. I'm NJ Kelly Gardner, and the reason why that's my name is due to the fact that I am from the northern area of New Jersey. I've been out here in California for about going on 4 years now. And I'm living in the Central Valley of California. I'm in Zone 9B. Zone 9B. Uh, I've been gardening for the past, well, most of my childhood with the help helping my grandparents with their gardening. I am a third generation gardener. However, it may be fourth. I'm not really sure, but I would say third because that's what my grandmother told me. Uh, and I love gardening. Actually, my great grandmother on my father's side, also had a garden as well, but I wasn't born at the time when she had a garden and whatnot, and wasn't able to do that because she passed away. So after I was born. Um, however, uh, I've been gardening here officially since 2017. Now, the first thing we ever gotten here in our location was basil, and I ended up killing that basil plant, fruit herbs, whatever like that, case may be. And it was so funny because I grew basil from seed back home on the East Coast, in a one of those window boxes inside our home, and that was my niche. That's when I fell in love with garden, or what really fell in love with edible gardening, because my grandmother had a edible garden and basically a flower landscape in her garden as well. And I mostly did flowers. I didn't really mess with the vegetables. However, I always love food. And my background, for those of you who don't know, is culinary arts. I went to culinary school and obtained my degree in it. And so my life always been around food, right? So that's one thing that has really kept me in the loop of things and learning how to the nutritional aspect, how to cook food, and how to, you know, have fun with it. I don't currently cook anymore in the culinary field. I actually don't do that anymore. However, I still, I always been doing it at home. Basically, we gotta eat, right? So I do cook at home. I don't cook professionally anymore in the restaurant or hotel industry anymore, or catering industry. I basically, my background was catering. It was banquet. It was hotel. It was restaurant, and also fast food restaurant. So I have a broad view of the kitchen and actually front of the house service. But that's my background. Like I said, it's been 3 years, and one thing I have learned here in our growing zone that it gets hot in the summer, y'all. Like we reach 100 degrees like in May this year. That is unheard of for us. And that was like at the end of May. It was funny because like I was like, yo, like what the heck? Out of nowhere. And I've been saying this like so many times in our videos that we be getting a heat wave here, heat wave. Y'all know for me to be saying that so much. and I was cracking up. I was like, this cannot be happening again. So now I know to prepare. One thing that I have to do is prepare our garden, our edible garden for the heat wave early on, before the summer even hits, because this year, like everything uh got destroyed when what the things we like to eat. Like first of all, our Meyer lemon is not doing well at all, right? And it's because of the shock. It was because now the location our Meyer lemon was in, it loves that location. Meyer lemons have this thing with heat. Like one day it loves it, one day it don't. And we hit the triple digits so early on. Like it was like, for real, Lord, like for real, this is what you want to do. But we're blessed because I learned from it. It has been a journey this year for us growing in our garden. We grow in containers, as you guys know, grow bags and containers. We don't grow in the ground necessarily, but I do know how to grow in the ground, vegetables, fruit trees, and whatnot. So that's another thing that I do on the side. I do a little garden in the ground as well on the side over the weekends to help out some individuals, but I'm not gonna talk about that. But anyway, so that's one of the things we learned. Um, some other things that we had gone through. Hey, Miss Fuller, it is good to see you. How you doing today? I hope you're having a great day. So that's one of the things we learned about our zone. We are celebrating. Lady NJ is not here right now, so it's kind of like throwing me off because she is a part of this as well. I'm doing great. I'm blessed. It is a great day, a day of rest, a day of reflecting for me, and getting some work done. And I'm just talking about my background and how I started gardening. I'm a third, like I was saying before, I'm repeat myself a little bit, but I'm third generation gardener. Um, my background is in culinary arts. So I always been around food. That's my go-to. For me, a lot of people that garden, they love to say is therapeutic. There is like survival mode for them. For me, it's everything. One thing about culinary arts is a lot of people don't know. A lot of cooks. Thank you. I appreciate it. A lot of cooks that if you don't know, a lot of chefs and cooks, after having a hard day at work, they either go out, they drink a beer, drink alcohol, smoke. And before I got out here, I didn't have a garden, so it was my peace of mind was studying, reading the word, um, reading books, learning different things, and I got the niche. And when I was able to come out here, to California, I was able with my wife. We agreed to start a garden, and it was in containers. It's not in the ground. I do know how to grow in the ground, fruit trees and vegetables and ornamental flowers. However, with the space I have, I'm not allowed to do anything in the ground. So everything's in containers. And one thing this year we learned, officially learned, that we have to be careful in my grown zone, zone 9B, is that we get in the triple digits. And this year we got in the triple digits a little bit earlier than what expected in the month of May. And so a lot of things that we have grown, like our citrus tree, my lemon, it decided just to die off on us. But it's not looking so well even now as I look at it. But that's okay. I have four other citrus trees, in the garden. So it is taking us some time to adjust. It's always going to take time as you grow in your garden. You will learn how to basically take care of things properly, especially if you have full sun, no, not enough shade, and that's a problem in our garden. We have an area where we have a redwood pine tree that's huge. That's over 35 feet tall. Like it's huge, it's humongous. And this tree, it gets part shade uh in our garden. So if you did not know where I live in Sacramento, and Sacramento is known for trees. We have hundreds and hundreds of different varieties of trees. And so it's mind blowing. When you come here, you either gonna be, if you don't have no allergy, you're gonna wind up with one, and it is crazy 'cause the amount of pollen that we get out here, and that's just not grass. That's just coming from trees and grass, and we're in a valley, and so there's not enough rain in our zone here where we could get rain and sun and some cloudiness, and there's no humidity, so it's dry heat. So you have to have some, type of irrigation system or, water by hand because we only get from, I believe, so 2019 of October, it did not rain that much, but in November it did. So it was kind of off. In 2018, yeah, I love the dry heat because let me tell you, when I went back home in school, it was so funny to New Jersey. Me, and my wife, I forgot about the humidity. Like I did not think about it at all. I was so glad to be home. I have not even left the airport. We was getting it. We was getting a car. And I kid you not. I literally, it was hot. It was like probably 80 degrees out there. That's nothing. Thanks, Led Farmer 73. Welcome to the page. Congratulations to you, my brother, on reaching that 100,000 subscribers. Lady NJ is not here. I thought that I'm kind of off, so I'm doing this like by myself, and I thought that she'll get here by now, but she's not to celebrate with us. But we congratulate you on a big accomplishment. So congratulations to you and to your wife and to your whole entire family. That is congratulations. So when I was in New Jersey, let me tell you what happened to me. I forgot about the humidity. Literally, my mind, I was just glad to be home, back home on the East Coast. That's where I'm from. Man, yo, I kid you not, but when I got there, I was cracking up. I was like, nah. I was like, I sweat easily. That's why, for me, I don't really like the summertime because I sweat very easily. I kid you not. Within 5 minutes of being outside, I was soaking wet. Like sweat was dripping down my face. My shirt was wet. I was like, you got it. And I ain't even get in the car good. I was like, nah, this is not funny. That is crazy. So I end up getting to my destination and end up changing. But I was shocked. Out here is dry heat. Thank God. I love it. I'd rather have that than so much humidity because that's even extra heat. But it is. I'm learning as I go. Gardener. I am learning each and every day. What the garden brings us. I kid you not. I just harvested today. That video might be out tomorrow. Not sure yet, but I just harvested the last collard green, and that right. And I have bags and bags of collard greens in our freezer right now, and I'm using that. Because we love collard greens. Like I tell people this straight up: if you're gonna garden with food, eat what you like. Don't eat anything that you don't not gonna, and not gonna don't grow anything you ain't gonna like to eat, basically. I kid you not. I was so upset. Let me tell you what happened to me a couple of weeks ago. I went to our local nursery because my intentions is to propagate more cuttings of our figs, for our future. I don't have land yet. I don't have my own home yet. That's in the near future. Right now, we're just focusing on some certain other things in our family. And hey, backyard gardener, it's good to see you. Thank you for joining with us. I don't have land yet. I don't have we don't own our own property yet, but in the future we will. And I went to the local nursery to get some rooting hormone, and because of the pandemic that we are in right now, a lot of things are in back order. Some things are not showing up, and I remember I was like, I need to get this. I was not able to get the root hormone yet, so that's one of my things I need to get because I eventually want to do cuttings. I want to send some cuttings figs to as a thank you to some of our subscribers. So that would be a later date in the season, probably in the fall, winter months, for just saying thank you for being a part of our family because we appreciate you guys. My vision for the 1,000 when we reach 1,000 subscribers is basically to shoot live feed, from our garden because we're not able to do that because we have 1,000 subscribers yet. And I'm not rushing it, and that's one thing about me. I know I've been on for like 3 years on YouTube, pushing out videos, like constantly or sometimes bi-weekly. But my vision is to basically reach that 1,000 just to be able to do videos in our garden, and to have some fun in the garden. So right now we can't do that, but I'm grateful for it. And I was like just thinking about what the future may hold for our channel, and what I want to do is basically just grow from seed. That's my main thing. I'm learning each day, with our growing calendar. So I go to my local nursery a lot. They know me personally, and I used to work there, so I do have some experience. That's one thing I tell people: if you really want to garden, go out and volunteer your services. Just don't listen to other people. By word of mouth. Go read, go to the library, uh, learn your growing zone. Type it in Google if you need to. If you don't know it, uh, go to the library, look online, read books, and see, what grows in your city. Just because you in zone 9B like I am, right? And you live in a different city of me or in a different state and you're in zone 9B does not mean that you can grow spinach the same way I grow spinach. Because like my zone and where I live at right now, it is dry heat. Your zone is not dry heat. You might live in humidity. And our weather at this moment is bipolar. We dealing with a lot of things. Some people are dealing with snow right now. Some people are dealing with a lot of rain, thunderstorms, and whatnot. And so I just was like, yo, for real. And every day I'm learning back in our garden here. What does best? I have shade cloth, and I need more shade cloth now because I'm seeing that the sun is getting even stronger. Every year. It's the weirdest thing. Like last year, it wasn't that bad. This year, it's been very hot back there. I have not really been back there in the afternoon as of like right now. I'm not going back there because it's super hot. And our weather is so funny. Everyone who lives out here can tell you around this time, around 3 o'clock to 5 o'clock, no one is outside. Legit. Legit, y'all. Like I'm telling y'all, no one is outside during this time unless they under some shade. Because since I've been here in California, y'all, it gets hot in the afternoon. Like it is baking like you're in Arizona somewhere. Legit, I am telling y'all the truth. And so I'm just learning. We lost the mile limit. That's okay. I'm not worried about that. We can get another one in the near future. But I'm noticing that what's doing best is our figs, is our fig tree is doing great. It's on its next crop, its main crop. I will be posting a video on that next week, talking about that. Uh, and so I'm just learning as I go. And so one thing I'm doing is I'm just going by our seed calendar right here, grown from seed, things that could do well from seed. And so it's just mind blowing. Like I'm just like, so now I got right now in our indoor garden, indoors growing from seed right now. I got broccoli. I have some marigolds trying to grow. I had the common figs. There are over 6,000 fig trees worldwide, different varieties. So we in America, we grow. Thank you, Backyard Garden. I appreciate it. Thank you. We in America, most of us, we know of the common figs, and there are. I can tell you right now, before I even get to what I have, who's a great person to listen to is Backyard Gardener Ross Reddy. You spell his name Raddi. It's Ross Raddi. He's in Pennsylvania. He's well known and well versed in growing figs, and he grows figs that are not even heard of before. Like you. So we all used to the LSU, to Chicago Hardy, those type of figs, the Peter's Honey, the Tiger, the Mission, the Brown Turkey, the Desert, Verdure. I have the Desert King because it grows well in the Northwest, especially in Washington, state of Washington. I have the Cadota, the Janus Cadota, and I have the Brown Turkey now. Um, but my desire 10, like at least 10 years from now. I'm young. I'm a young married man, husband, and a father. My vision is in the near future is to grasp onto yeah, he really does know his thing. Um, my vision is to do like they call it the Frankenstein um fig fig thing. So I'm gonna do the Frankenstein with different varieties of figs that we like. I'm not gonna grow anything that we don't like. So it's gonna take a while. But right now we have three, and three is enough. I don't want so much. Um, yeah, it's a lot when it comes to fig trees. It's a lot to learn. Especially when you're in a different climate. Everyone has a different like climate, and I always tell people like if you want to grow something, learn because I'm where I live right now. My neighbor also has a garden because her garden is totally different from my garden. Because the sun actually it exposes itself in a different way. She might have more sun than I do. So that's why I tell people you just can't go by the growing zone. You have to also go by where the block you live on, the land you live on as well. See what's doing best in the block you live in and the city you live in. Don't just go by the growing zone. I always tell people, and another thing too is don't always follow the tags that you see on that labeling all the time as well. Because I just did a video on talking about the blueberries. Our blueberries, it say full sun, 6 to 8 hours of sun. Really, really. And this is the third year that I noticed with our blueberries, the different two varieties we have, that legit it doesn't like it. So now I have to. Now I know for a fact that our berry lane that we have, with our blueberries especially, has to be in part shade, part sun, and that's in containers, and that's not even in the ground. So it's a unbalanced thing with nature. Nature, and I tell people, nature know best. Nature know best. I believe so. My family member, I just left them a couple few hours ago. They have two fig trees right now as we speak. That's doing great. It's really not. The sun is not. I kid you not. Like I just it's mind blown. That's all I can tell y'all. It is mind blown. And from what I've learned, because I'm new to this California, where I live, they say that it is a subtropical area. It's a subtropical area. So we can grow some type of tropical fruit. Like guavas, like that's well known. Everyone loves guavas out here. We grow they even have it in the supermarkets, and they have it in the supermarkets as well here. But we can grow guavas, we can grow sugar apples in certain areas. We can grow dates if we wanted to out here. It's a lot of fruit, subtropical fruit. My wife, the lady NJ, she wants a soursop tree. Now, and I told her this straight up because she had soursop before. I never had it. There's certain fruits I just never had before yet. I have had some subtropical fruits like passion fruit, dragon fruit. Those things I have had. Um, and I have had on quince and all the type of things. But she wants a soursop. I know for a fact we that's not going. It might not do so well, but we will need a greenhouse, a heated greenhouse, just to grow a soursop. I know that for a fact. Um, Another thing we can grow here in Central Valley is mangoes. So it can be done. It just have to. And I'm gonna tell you this: if you want to grow a mango tree, right, or something that's subtropical or tropical, it's best to grow from seed. I know a lot of people don't want to do that. Because they especially they of age. You get into your late mid 40s and 50s, and you feel like you don't have time because you get old. Well, in my book, I'm young, but in my book, I'm in my mid 30s. In my book, you're not old. I'm sorry. Old is to me, you're old when you turn 80. If you're in your 60s and your 50s, especially in your 50s, you got another 50 years of life. The Bible says we're supposed to live to 120 years old. So it's up to you how long you want to live, how if you want to stay healthy, right? True. So I want to live to 100, over 100. That's my desire. But I can't tell you if we're gonna leave this earth. We can leave this earth today, tomorrow. I can't. It's not promised to us. Um, but there's a lot of things that I'm growing now from seed. Like I grew Marlboro spinach this year for the first time. Who knew? Um, what else we grew? We grew zinnias for the first time this year, and they're doing great. The zinnias is doing great. The euro I purchased as a plant start is doing great. Yeah, so I'm learning every day what does well in our garden. I did not grow okra this year. Unfortunately, I was being lazy for some reason. I didn't want it this year basically. But I'm mostly trying to grow greens in our diet because I cannot. That's what we like. We like spinach. We like salad greens. We love collard greens. We love mustard greens. So a lot of different things I have done. Yeah, that's true too. Let me tell y'all something. My grandmother. I'm gonna let y'all know something, right? Tell Lady Larry I said thank you. Let me tell y'all something. It is. That's true. But my grandmother is in her 80s. My grandmother, legit. I look young. I don't look my age at all. Y'all, I know it. Y'all probably saying this dude is like well, like at least a teenager. No, I am. I'm legit in my 30s. And I kid you not, my grandmother can outdo me. She is fit. She don't look her age at all. Because some people they look their age when they get to that stage. My grandmother looked like she in her 50s. And I'm blessed to even get to talk to her every week. I'm blessed because she gets to pour wisdom into me and our family. She keep us going, legit. Yes, I'm in my 30s. I look I'm as full of it's, and that's because I believe that I have strong genetics. And I believe it comes from my grandmother and my father's side. It comes from both sides of my family. My parents look young; they don't look their age at all. Uh, and I'm in my 30s, and people and I get. I'm telling you, Mr. Backyard Garden, I am like, oh my god, yeah, I be cracking up. My grandmother to this day can literally she shovels snow. She don't care. Like my grandmother would shovel snow. She cut her own grass. Matter of fact, the thing I'm just telling you right now, like cutting grass, she barely does that anymore. She don't shovel snow anymore, but she was. We had to really tell her like, okay, grandma, stop, please, like. But if she needs to, she would. She still drives to this day. And I remember a couple of weeks ago, I was on the phone with my grandmother, and I was just like, we was talking out conversation. She said, yeah. And mind you, with the COVID corona going on, we all supposed to wear masks, permitted to wear masks or whatever like that. I kid you not. She said, "Yeah, I went outside with my mask on, and I went for a walk. I did my exercise. My grandmother was talking about cardio, legit cardio, walking up the hill, doing an incline. Walking like for 5 to 10, 15 minutes, walking back down the hill. I'm like, for real? I can't, and so it blows my mind because at that age, some people they don't want to do nothing, but she's out there going getting her exercise on, in her garden, and doing whatever she want to do at that age, and she's blessed, and I'm grateful just to get the opportunity to speak to her every day and whatnot, and she got me into gardening. Let's just put it, she got me into gardening, so that's why I garden because I had because I love it. I love the fact that I get to put my hands in soil and put our vegetables and flowers and whatnot in our garden. I kid you not. Like I just I just did compost. I just got our compost uh ready. And I ain't even I didn't do all the not necessary things of shifting the debris. I just whatever, and I just planted tomatoes in compost as a test, like legit. Um, yeah, some And no, I'm glad I'm not a freshman. No, I wish I was again. No, I'm not a freshman. To go back in time and be a freshman again, because high school does go by quick. Your 4 years in high school does go by quick. Yeah, it really does. I wish I was just to do some things different that I did in my teens. But when I was in my teens, I wasn't the one. I wasn't like a bad person. I wasn't the ones that was into basically the partying, all that kind of stuff like that. I did a little bit, not much at all. Not it was very very little. I wasn't around that environment of game banging and all that that wasn't me. I got picked on, y'all. They called me the gangster geek because I'm short, and everybody in high school, I'm a little young and I'm short. I kid you not, people they thought I was a punk, in high school. Let's just say that, and I wasn't. I had people that was like at least 6 feet above trying to manhandle me. Right, I literally took them and just slammed them against the locker, and they was very very scared of me because I was a basic A B student in my class, and when people pop trash, junk, they knew not to mess with me because I would, rough them up. So that was just me in high school. Yeah, I didn't play. I know I still don't play. So that's one thing I don't do. But yeah, gardening is fun. I love it. It's. I hope you guys, are enjoying yourselves, laughing at, laughing and communicating. And that's what it's all about, having fun. Um, yeah, that's just one thing about me. Yeah, man, you gotta watch everybody these days, man. It won't. I'm telling you, y'all don't start and it won't be nothing. I'm telling you, I'm just, I'm not that quiet, but because when I do get to know people, I do, start to talk more and run my mouth too much. But you got to be careful with anybody, even the ones that pop mess. They can be dangerous too. I believe that I like the old school way of fighting. I like the hands and fists. Not that bang 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 shoot them up or stabbing people. That's Nah, you to me, if you got to get a weapon to defend yourself in that way, like in school, high school, no, I don't got time for you because right now you telling me about yourself by just doing that's not necessary. Um, but yeah, like back to what I was talking about the garden, the garden. So I'm learning every day. I have not shown a lot. Like our grapes, I have not shown at all. I didn't even do a video really on that because time got ahead of me with that. I've been slacking on video on doing a lot in our garden, showing y'all how our garden really did this summer. But the grapes actually died because of the heat. And I didn't want to keep talking about the triple digits. That's just not what I want to do and why we lost so much in produce. But we gotten tomatoes. I just harvested some cherry cherry tomatoes, right? Like right here. This is the sweet 100s. I harvested some collards. And I just been having fun. I'm having so much fun on YouTube. I'm learning so much from all of you that is on our chat today. I'm learning from all of you guys. I watch our videos. I support. Even if I don't comment, I still watch our videos. Hit the like button. Just to support you guys because everyone grows differently, but we all can learn from each other, like we said earlier. Um, and also I have not been writing in my garden journal here. I've been slacking as well in that. Like I got I got January done. I got January. I got January. But it's good to take notes, good to write with your hand. And I we just did me and my wife, we because I am a PK. I'm a pastor's kid. Um I was born and raised in church. I've seen a lot and done. And I know what the Bible says, write the vision, make it plain. And we can we is I like to write it out. When it comes to stuff like this, I like to write it out. And because when we write it out, it's there. When we accomplish our goals or desires, a lot of people say check it off. No, don't check it off. Because to me, in my subconscious, that's saying that it's not really has not been completed. When you have a goal and you write it out or a vision and it has been accomplished, make sure you cross it out because you don't have to go back and look at it anymore. It could be and that could be with anything in life that you're doing. I'm telling y'all the truth. I've been slacking because I missed. I wrote January. I wrote a little bit of February. I wrote a little bit of April, and that was it. And I stopped. I didn't do May, June. I've been slacking on writing what goes on in the garden every day. I just did, and this is you can put on your, and that's the thing with technology. Um, with technology, you can put it in your phone, your reminder, whatever like that, and that's good. That's good. But it's nothing like writing it out on a piece of paper or whatever you have, so and to put it on your wall and look at it, to see what you doing and what you are accomplishing in your everyday life, whether it's financially, whether it's spiritually, whether it's with your garden, it doesn't matter. It's best to write it down. If you got like I said, if you got goals, write it down. So my desire, our desire, because it's not just me, my wife is not here, like I told y'all, but our desire is to basically grow basically at least 90% of our food. Especially when it comes to produce. There is, and right now, I'm gonna tell you this right now. Hello, victory begins in the garden. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to our celebration. I know I got the music in the background because the way I wanted to go, this live to go was, music and all that kind of stuff. And my right, my spouse is not with yet. I don't know what's going on. She's out hanging out, and she needs that break. So I'm happy that she's doing what she's doing. But um, it wasn't be like music in the background, anything like that. But God, it is what it is. We're gonna keep it moving, right? So basically, so this year, this fall, we want to grow more grains. We want to grow more root vegetables. We want to grow, and that's basically it. Like we decided to do that, because we juice as well. We just don't eat, cook it. We juice. We juice beets. We juice spinach. We do a green drink basically, and we also do we do fruit, like peaches, apples, and ginger. So I'm growing ginger again for the second year, and I joined a Facebook group. It's called the our Facebook group in our city, and they were shocked that I was growing ginger. I'm like, why are you shocked that I'm growing ginger? Like, you know, because a lot of I guess they don't know that they didn't know that you can grow ginger, and some of them say, yeah, I tried to grow it and it didn't do well for me, and I told them basically you have to grow it, early on. Like once it starts to, you see, I got ginger right here. I went to the supermarket, y'all, and I purchased my ginger. A lot of people get against purchasing non-organic ginger. It doesn't matter to me. I don't really care about that. Um, but once you see these knobs, these knobs right here, that's you can actually just break. Okay, I had this like over a week out, but you can let this sit in your home. I'm gonna get my too dirty. You can sit this in your on your counter and let this develop, right? This big fat clump. Oh yeah, see that right there? You can let that get clumpy, right? And just put in some soil. That's all you gotta do. Break that piece off, put it in some soil, and watch. Let me see if I have another one here. Let's see here. Uh, no, I got a lot of ginger, y'all. But anyway, you can watch it get like a pointy shoot. That pointy shoot is the plant, but your focus is on the root. Thank you, Miss Craft. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you for joining our live today, celebrating 300 subscribers. I know when I look back, we have 317 new subscribers, and I want you all guys to understand why. I believe the reason why it's called Ancient Cali Gardener is and family is because we are family. Doesn't matter what creed you are, what skin color you are, we are family. I don't gotta know you from Adam. but we are family. We are brothers and sisters, young and old. And so I appreciate everybody who is joining us and who has subscribed to our channel, who has been with us. Thank you, New Orleans Garden. I appreciate it. Um, we are family matters. I grew up as a child, as a young man, as a child, young man now. I grew up around family. My grandparents to my parents. That's all I know is family. We take care of each other, no matter what. We take care of each other. And I told you I look like I'm in my like a teenager. And I'm in my mid-30s. But and it's scary because everybody like the you yeah. Yeah, I'm in my mid-30s. I know. I look young. But we are family, and that's what it's all about. We all learn from each other. And us, I know the majority of us are African American descent. I did not know you was one about ginger. I would say this. I'm going to say this about ginger right quick. Um, Let me just say about I'm going to talk about ginger right quick. But before I talk about ginger, let me just say this. It doesn't matter about your creed, your skin color. We are brothers and sisters, and that's is more important. We post our community, African American descent, especially. Let's take away what happened. Let's not forget what happened 400 years ago when it comes to slavery. Let's not forget none of that. Let's not forget, but let's move on from that. Let's teach our children how to be young men, how to invest in land, how to invest in their life, because we're the only culture, right, that don't get along with each other until this day. A lot of people are against one another, and it's a shame that we all get together when somebody died, somebody killed somebody. It shouldn't be like that. It's always something negative with a lot of people. John Lewis just passed away, I believe, yesterday. I met John Lewis personally. Growing up, and before, I was shocked that I got to meet him. It was just weird. I didn't even know I was going to meet him, but I met him personally, and he inspired me. He talked to me a little bit, and I was grateful for that little conversation. But let's get away from that type of environment. It's not just going to take protesting for us to basically get along with each other and to make a move. I'm telling you right now, y'all. And let's talk about economics right quick. We are the only culture that once we get a couple of dollars in our hand, within 5 hours, not even 5 hours, sometimes 30 minutes, we spend it like that. If we look at other races, some other races don't spend their finances, they hold it for over 30 days. That's why they depend on us so much, because we're so fat. We are fast spenders. If we don't, let me tell you this right now. So if we look at Black Friday, right? We take away Black Friday, right? Let's do Black Friday quick. If we all, right, protest from not purchasing anything on Black Friday, do you know that the United States of America will basically shut down, will be in even more debt because we have not shopped on Black Friday? That's how you get them, with your finances. You don't get them by just protesting on the street, lootering your own homes, rioting, and destroying where you live. That's not how you do it. You could get their attention by doing things like that. Off that subject, to ginger. Now, so when you grow ginger, the best time to grow ginger is like to start it off. It's in your house, right? Once you get those nubs. But for me, I started in April of last year. I did it in April, and what I learned is that if I started in April, I can get a harvest ready for me by the winter, legit. And so I started in April. We did get a harvest from it, but only one did better than the other. That's the thing with ginger, especially we buy it in the store, because the growers that grow ginger, they basically put spray a chemical on it to stunt its growth. And what happens with ginger, you'll get that leaf to produce, but the root won't produce because it's stunts. That means it's not going to grow for you properly. So it's best just to grow a lot of ginger, because you don't know what you're going to get. Um, I would, in my advice, for anyone, try to do it in the early spring in a warm area, like in a dark warm area in your home or on the countertop. Leave it there, and then once you see it start to get that pointy tip, like a real long pointy tip, like a nail almost, you then place it in some soil in the ground if you're gonna do that way, or place it in a container, 5 gallon container. I am right now growing mine in a container, but it's not like a 5 gallon basically. It's just a regular like container, storage container, small that you can lift up like this, like a tray. And that's what I'm doing right now to experiment with. Um and that should help you. Miss Fuller. But grow it, I would say grow it in part shade. Do an experiment in your garden. Do it part shade and do it area in full sun, see what happens. For me, we get too much sun here in our garden, and the leaves end up getting sunburned. It was like that white spots. That's what happened for us. But to each his own. Like, it all depends on your environment. Um, for me, I love experimenting. I love experimenting. So I do things out of norm. For some people, uh, if it was me, I would grow a lot of different flowers, a lot of vegetables. I get the niche. I get the bug of wanting to do more and more and more. And Lady NJ, who's she has to really, she has to really calm me down, like literally legit. She has to calm me down. I'll be, I want to go get this. I want to. She said, for what? What? Like why? What's your point? What would you get out of growing all these things? For me, I cannot grow anything with thorns. My skin get irritated very easily. That's why I grow ginger. I juice ginger with I don't really necessarily do it with carrots. That's what a lot of people do. I do it with apples. So that's another reason why I grow a lot of root vegetables and ginger is because we juice. Ginger has a lot of benefits. It cures the flu, your colds. It also helps with skin irritation. It also helps with pain, like arthritis. Some people get arthritis, and it helps to combat with that. It helps with your sinuses, like wasabi. And you're welcome, Ms. Fuller. Wasabi and horseradish. So if you can purchase ginger, try to do it to grow it in your home, in your garden. I promote this very much to anyone. Grow turmeric. Turmeric is another benefit to the garden, to your garden, because turmeric has numerous of antioxidants. It also combat bacteria in your gut. I would tell you guys, if I could say anything, leave you with anything today, it's to take care of your immune system. Really, because we have not seen anything yet with this virus, and we don't know what's going to happen in the fall winter months. I believe that it's going to hit us hard and heavy. And so, excuse me, guys, my family is here. They just got here, so I have to go to the car. Excuse me, y'all. Hey y'all, we're back. We're back. We're back. We're back. Say hi, everybody. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Um. So yeah, we. That's what we do. But it's a blessing that we're here, and I want to thank you all for just being a part of our celebration. Um. Say hi to everybody. You're not gonna say. I don't know if he just woke up, y'all. Say hi. You're not gonna say anything. So yeah, this is little NJ. He's 1 years old. Um, and thank you. Like he just woke up, but I don't know. He's quiet right now. He's gonna get pumped up in a minute, y'all. So y'all bear with me. Um, but yeah, we're growing things of our family, especially for not just for our health, but for fun as well, and for him. I don't grow anything with thorns, like I told y'all, because number one, my skin get irritated a little bit, and for him as well, we don't want him to get hurt. Like growing like blueberries with thorns, so we try to grow the thornless variety of blueberries or not blueberries, but blackberries and raspberries. So that's what we do. There's nothing wrong with growing with blackberries with thorns in it. There's nothing wrong with growing raspberries with thorns, anything with thorns. But for us, we want to make sure that he doesn't get hurt when he goes into the garden. The reason why we are doing it as well is as a young couple is to teach other young people that you can also grow your own type of food in your garden, whether it's in containers or in the ground. There's no excuses. I tell people to grow anything in your garden because in your home. Like you can do hydroponics, aeroponics, whatever the hydroponics and all that other stuff. But whatever you can grow no matter if it's herbs, no matter if it's vegetables, no matter if it's flowers, edible flowers, because there are edible flowers. A lot of people they know that are gardeners. They know that whenever you go to a restaurant, like a nice fancy restaurant, let's say, and you see a flower, that's an edible flower. And most of the time you will see them. It'll be pansies or viola or nasturtium. But there are other flowers you can eat, flower petals that you can eat. We're another thing that we're growing in our garden is moringa. Moringa is also known as drumstick. For those who don't know, moringa is very beneficial to our diet. It's not just from India. It grows in India. Yeah, I never grew fresh turmeric, but I used the powder for 'cause I have not gone to the one of those stores, to like Indian stores to get it, but they do have it there. But moringa is another thing that's beneficial to some people if you can grow it in your zone. Um, we know that is they say it's from India, but it's not just in India. It's in India, the Philippines. It's also grown in Africa, Morocco. It's also grown in Australia, and it's growing now in the United States like crazy. Um, Lance said hello. So you gonna say hi? You gonna say hi? Say hi. Not gonna, he's gonna just stare at the camera right now, but I bet you later on he's gonna start waving. But uh, Lance said hi, honey. She said hi. But so moringa is another thing that you can grow in the garden as well. And I would tell people just because it don't grow in your zone doesn't mean it's not gonna work. Try anyway. If you got enough canopy, you may could get away with it within growing it. For us, moringa is annual in our growing zone here in the Central Valley, but in Southern California, It is not. It is basically a perennial. For us, we have to cut it back if it's in the ground, prune it back. But this is our third year growing moringa. And also moringa has different names. I'm gonna get that out too because a lot of people don't know this, but moringa actually has different name and different languages. So we all in English we know it as moringa tree, the miracle tree, and then we also know that it is called drumstick by the Indians. Now they also have a different name in their language that they say in their language, like in they speak Fijian. They speak Fiji, different places. Because the Fijis, they say a different name. The Filipinos say it a different name. So it is a lot. Um, One thing I can tell you that you can not just eat moringa, because a lot of people they just think you can eat the leaves, and eat the fresh leaves and make a powder and drink and have it in their smoothies or whatnot and salads and meats and dishes. But you also can it it also cleanse your water. It also you can eat the seeds. Not only that, you can actually use it as a soap. So a lot of people don't know that as well. You can use it as a soap, and you can use it as for your hair as a shampoo, where you make your own shampoo products and soap products. So that's another thing that you can do. I personally, we eat it in a powdered form. We don't take it in a capsule form, but we eat it in a powdered form. We also eat it fresh in our dishes, and then we also make a tea to drink, and we also use it as a fertilizer tea in our garden. So there's many ways, versatile ways that you can grow moringa. Now I think he's trying to wave now. So that's just my moringa. Uh, so we have like 3 fig trees. We have 4 citrus and 3 stone fruit in our backyard garden, and we have 2 blueberries, 1 blackberry, and 1 raspberry. For those who want to know, um, hi, want to know what we have in our garden. Um, but our focus is to stay healthy, slowly but surely eat healthy. Let me just say that because I realize that if I just decide not to eat meat anymore, my body is going to react quickly. You're welcome. You're welcome. And I would say this for me, for about Moringa, Miss Fuller. For me, I have to start the seeds a little bit early in April. I know everything on song is April, but for us, I started in April. When I cut our moringa tree, because I actually broke the branch by accident, and I was about to throw the root away, and I should have known better because I experienced it before. And I legit, I said, you know what, I'm not gonna throw it away. I took the root and I put it in the container, back in the container in the soil. I covered it up with mulch, wood chips, like I always have done. Covered with wood chips, and it grew right back. Cause I remember learning from Jake Mace, who now lives in Canada, Greenie's Garden. They all from Arizona, but I also learned from develop awesome skills from Arizona how to grow moringa. Now I learned from develop awesome skills. He's in Arizona. He doesn't really do that much. He doesn't really do that much filming with his garden as he used to because he's focused on other things. But if you go back to his previous videos, he has a bunch of videos on Moringa, and that's who I learned from. And let me tell y'all something about Moringa. I found out that Moringa. I put the root in the soil like I told y'all, and what happened? I say, you know what? I'm going to take my old seeds that I have. I placed 3 seeds in the container with the root, and all 3 sprouted. What I learned is that for some reason the DNA of Moringa is like it's like it knows when it has multiple seeds next to it. Like it's like brother and sister. And what happened? The moringa, all 3 moringa seeds sprouted, and then the root as well. That it came back to life, and I was shocked. I did a video on our moringa tree. I was shocked. I was really shocked. And I'm gonna tell you that your moringa tree may actually live and may actually can come back, can actually be a perennial in your garden. So try it out. Try. I would say this: try grow one in the seed in the ground and experiment in a container because and grow multiple ground and container because you want to see a difference. Matter of fact, you can even make like what Develop Awesome Skills did. He took a raised bed. You don't got to do this though. He did a raised bed with a whole bunch of seeds scattered, hundreds of seeds, and then y'all grew. They like competition. I don't know why. They love competition. Um, but do a video, and I bet you get a lot of people grateful for making that video in Georgia. Uh, do that, please do it. Because we all can learn from each other. Because you can teach people from Georgia how to grow moringa. That's interested in Georgia. Even Supreme Family Garden that's in Florida, he could do the same thing. Moringa trees will grow in Florida, and I know he knows that. But that's if you want to. But I'm telling you, I would tell you all, grow moringa. It's very beneficial. The leaves are a little bit spicy. It bring the bees, the honeybees, the solitary bees, they love it. The bumblebees love the flowers. They are good pollinators. If you could have your own bees, I would say do so. Go purchase you some bees or do what Led Farmer 73 did, how he taught. He has videos on how to catch bees. I would say do that. But try to get some pollinators in your garden. I know some people don't like flowers, but they are very beneficial to your garden because the pollinators, that's the only way we can eat if we get the bumblebees, the honeybees, the solitary bees, the worker bees, even black soldier flies, they also pollinate. A lot of people don't know that. They do too. Dragonflies also pollinate. Wasps also pollinate. So they have a benefit to the garden as well. And so I don't want to take away from that. I don't want nobody to think that this is just going. No, it's a lot of different insects that pollinate different things in our on the earth. Right? Right? Right. I guess he ain't gonna say nothing. Um, so that's that. We just I love experimenting. We are gonna be so some of the things that we're growing this year for our fall winter month is beets, turnips, and we're gonna experiment growing parsnips this year, and that's all root vegetables. But we are going to be growing our collard greens. The reason why I'm growing broccoli is because of the leaves. I'm not really focused. Going to be focused on the sprouts of the flower. I want to try to get the leaves so I can use it in my cooking. Another thing that we're doing, we're going to use the leaves as well for the beets as well because that you eat that with salads and juicing. I am now in the process of trying to be careful of what type of things we grow, like tomatoes. I am only going to be for next year. I already got it planned out. I'm only going to be growing tomato paste, tomatoes. Oh, thank you, Ivy. Wow. Hello, Ivor, Mr. Charles. How you doing? It's been a long time. Thank you. I appreciate it. Now, let me tell y'all this. Ivor Guinness is the person that's known around the world now of his product, and I appreciate. I still remember this day. He sent me some fig cuttings that did not end up actually growing, but I learned so much from him when it came to citrus, like lemons, and figs. So thank you. I appreciate you. This guy knows his stuff. If you guys never met him before, please go to his channel as well. He does amazing and things in his garden. And he has a lot of information, guys. Like I am shocked. Thank you, sir, for joining the celebration. It's been over an hour since we've been on, so I appreciate you, sir. Uh, you done marvelous work. We have been doing marvelous work across YouTube itself. So I appreciate you for coming on. Like I said before, so that just blew me away. Thank you for celebrating with us. It's a milestone. I've been on for 3 years. 3 years now. 3 years. Going on 3 years since 17, 18, 17. This is my wife, Lady NJ. She's here now. Got home, and so I appreciate it. um, and so this is my lovely wife, who actually agreed for us to have a garden. So I appreciate. I don't know if she got something to do. If she wants to say anything, but if you gotta go, I appreciate. I don't want to keep you. So I appreciate her. She is a jewel. She is the reason why I wanted to garden as well to help her. You know about help our family out. With our health and eat healthy, eat the right foods. And I appreciate you, Ivy Organics. I appreciate everybody that is on today. I'm not trying to be on long at all, y'all, because we have to go in an hour because we have some things to do. But it's been a journey for us. Like I told you guys, my desire, our desire is to reach 1,000, but the desire is to reach 1,000 so that we can go live in our garden uh, with our mobile phone. 'Cause this is how I do my videos. I don't have a camera yet, per se, but this is how we do our videos on this phone. So we appreciate you all, and it's been a journey. So those are some of the fall things we're growing: the beets, turnips, and parsnips, and a lot of greens for us. Not just the juice, but to eat, to stay healthy. That's the important thing. Um, for me, gardening helped me to relieve stress. That's it helps to relieve stress. When I was cooking, yeah, I said hi to them. They say hi to you. But it's very important. To it helped me as a chef. A lot of people don't understand. A lot of people don't understand the prayer pressure. Like I was telling you guys when I was cooking in the culinary field over a year ago. I've been doing it for over a decade as a chef, and it helped me when I came home to shower and to relieve myself as I saw my wife and family. Sorry, I'm. Oh, you can't show it, but it was a personal message. Yeah, it was a personal message. Oh, show. Okay, we could show it. Yeah, it's fine. That message is fine. Yeah. But yeah, um, yeah, he's well known. Thank you, Ivor Organics. I appreciate it. I thank you for taking time out to even. I know you're busy, very busy, and I thank you. All of y'all busy. It's a weekend. I thank all of y'all again. It has been a journey, and so we're growing these things for our health, and gardening helped me, like I was saying before, to relieve the stress and the peer pressure of the kitchen. Because a lot of people they go out, hang out, do other things. Some people in the culinary field, even in the restaurant industry or hotel management, whatever, they go out, smoke, drink. I don't do none of those things, and I'm a third generation gardener. Well, basically I'm fourth, but my grandmother said third, but I believe I'm a third generation gardener, like I told you before, and it's been a journey for us these past 3 years. So it's been 3 years since we've been gardening, and look at us now. We got 300 subscribers. So each 100 each every 100 subscriber represent 3 years. So 100, 100, 100, 300 subscribers, right? Funny. Um, but Moringa, it has a lot of resources, y'all. Like I can't get enough of saying that. So we want to grow more those things, have an edible garden, but also we want to have a beautiful garden in general. We just don't want food. We want nice. I love like I have lavender. And that's what I have not shown you guys in our video. We just purchased lavender. I have it in our quarantine section. You want to talk now? say. I have an quarantine section now, and so because I want to keep it, I would desire is to grow perennial flowers eventually, and so that's one thing. That's some of our desires in our garden. There's so much we want to do, and it's all about patience, y'all. It's really all about patience. Like I have cut flowers. I just these zinnias. I love zinnias. I love the look of the zinnia. I have something to go out to the garden and present my lovely wife. That's these zinnias. I love doing that. She loves sunflowers. Thank you, sweetie. She loves sunflowers, so we grew sunflowers this year again. Unfortunately, we lost some of our sunflowers due to insect issues and birds, but we only have one, and we implemented reading a story time for you guys to show that we can teach our children, you know, what it means to be self-sufficient at a young age. My son, he's only one, but he loves when we read to him. And we implemented that story time, that book called In My Garden. And then we took that, and because my wife a teacher, she's actually a teacher. We took that and basically implemented that, and we went outside as a learning elective, and to come outside, put the seed in the soil and let it grow. And every couple of weeks we show him, how it looks. We might not did a video for y'all to see that, but we did that so that he can know this is how a sunflower grows. So it's good, especially if you're into that thing. It's good to show your children, how to grow from seed, what the soul of the garden is, which the soil that I know some of y'all know about organic best urban garden. That's what he calls the soil of the garden. That is the heart of the garden is the soil. And sometimes when we teach our children those things, they're gonna learn. They're gonna learn how to grow. It's best for them to grow how to grow from seed and plant start. So teach if you got grandchildren, if you got children that's of age, even they young, like my son is only 1 year old, but teach your children while they're young, because when they grow old, they might not have an interest in gardening, but one day they will. One day they're gonna say, "Oh, my parents taught me da 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 da. My grandparents taught me da 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 da. My aunt taught me da 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 da." So it is very, very important to grow, with your children as you learn, because you're going to grow with your child too. You know, even when you become grandparents, you're just going to still grow with your children and your grandchildren. I was going to get the mammoth sunflower. I was, and we decided to get, and this is a fake sunflower, y'all. Let me show you. So my wife likes sunflowers like this. So that's what we was trying to get. We were trying to get something like this. Uh, and so now we can collect the seeds, because now it actually died back, the sunflower. And so now we're going to save the seeds and we're going to store it in our seed collection. I mean, sunflowers are just gorgeous, and it's my wife's favorite flower. So I try um I try when it's every year to grow sunflowers, even if it's not this variety of sunflower. We grow that regular sunflower, and then we grow the fall winter sunflower as well, because she loves sunflowers. And so this is very beneficial if you want to get have a nice edible garden. Sometimes you gotta grow flowers, right, to attract those beneficial insects, bugs, uh, birds, because birds also pollinate. There are different species of birds. There's different species of bees. Um, so I believe you should grow with nature, not go against it. I know some people don't like flowers. I know some people don't like um, plants, but the Creator, the Heavenly Father, basically, because I want to be careful, because I know some people don't believe, but He created us, for a reason. He created the earth for a reason, and so he knows best. We just got to go with it, and learn from it. So not everyone knows everything, and I keep saying this. I'm gonna keep saying it. We all learn from each other. That's my subject today. Is let's come as a community, no matter what creed you are. Let's come as a community and just share, because everyone can learn from each other. Stop going against each other. I've been like I'm gonna tell y'all this. I've been seeing some people on YouTube bigger and fighting against each other. Who knows best and da da da. Don't do that. That's childish. Now you're acting like a high school kid. Now you acting like an elementary school a child. That right there, that's not necessary. Don't even when that stuff happens, just ignore it. Because sometimes some people don't have nothing better to do. Just keep it moving. My late cousin, always said at a young age, his slogan, he lost his life at a young age, but his motto was keep it moving. And I didn't understand that until later in life. Now I know to always keep it moving, because some people are gonna say some stuff to you. You just gotta walk away and just go about your life. Be positive. Don't be negative. Stay confident in yourself. Believe in yourself. Believe in your garden. Talk to your garden. When we speak into to the trees, speak life into your fruit trees. You might think it's crazy. You might think you cool. They might think you cuckoo. They might think you're not always there. But when you speak life into your garden, you're gonna see the results in your garden. You have to have a positive mindset. Just when you go outside, say thank you, Creator, thank you, Father, for giving me life, and then you have that time of meditation. There's nothing wrong with meditating. People, I'm gonna say this, and I might get in trouble for this, but a lot of people took the meditation in the wrong way. The meditation came from the Bible. It didn't come from yoga. It didn't come from. They took that and ran with it. It came from the Bible, because the Bible says to meditate day and night, which means to focus on one thing. Think about it, and close your eyes. Think about it. See the vision. Like I told you, write the vision and make it plain. That's how you. That's how you establish it. You gotta believe in it. The Bible says in Mark 11, 23 and 24, it says to believe and you shall receive. You gotta believe in it. Believe in your garden. Come on, y'all. I'm preaching over here. Let me stop. Y'all don't get me in trouble. but believe in your garden, y'all. Believe in it. Believe in what you're growing is gonna help benefit your livelihood. Don't learn how to do new things, not just garden, but learn how to hunt for your own food. Learn survival skills like lead farmer 73, and everyone who's on this chat. Like I told y'all, we go all from each other. I learned how to butcher meat from my graphic art teacher, whose background was in farming. He was a farmer when he went home. That's what he did. He was from my neck of the woods. He was born and raised in my neck of the woods, but lived somewhere else in a different city. Has had, I believe, he had like 35 acres of land, growing, having his own livestock, and he brought in pictures to show me because he knew I love culinary arts, and I wasn't able to basically go into that field because it was filled up. So I ended up doing graphic design with doing business cards and whatnot and flyers and posters and stuff. You okay, Boo? Yeah. He up now, y'all. He's moving around doing stuff. I learned how to do that stuff, and he knew I love that stuff. So he brought in pictures of showing me how to kill a chicken, how to kill a pig, how to actually kill a pig without a gun, without a gun or a arrow, a bow and arrow. So there are ways. If you want to be humane, if you don't want to kill an animal in a certain way, there are ways of killing an animal without a weapon, in a sense. Okay, so that's how I learned. Do I do that today? No, because I don't have no chickens, I don't have no pig, I don't have any goats or lambs, but I know how to do it. And I just don't sit back and just watch gardening, other gardening channels. I also look at how to butcher, how to homestead. I want to homestead. Those things I do personally, because we all can benefit from a lot of things. My desire when we do purchase our own property or whatever we do is have a rainwater catchment system where I can use rainwater as uh, uh, as a benefit to our garden and orchard, because the water we have out here is basically toxic. So we're all using filtered water. Rainwater is very beneficial to the garden, guys. It does way better than a water hose. Okay, because now if a lot of people got to use filters attached to their water hose to get a nice quality of water for their gardens, whatever if it's edible or not, and it sucks because all the chemicals in it. So there are different ways that you can implement rainwater. If it's legal in your city, you got to do your research. I know y'all own a property, whatever, or maybe rent, but you got to do the research first before you do something, and that's vital. I tell people, a lot. If I don't understand in my videos, sometimes I say do the research for yourself. Don't just go back and just go off what I say. Please don't do that, y'all. Please don't do that. I want everyone to understand your zone, understand where what city the city you live in, why that tree grows the way it grows, why the flower grows the way it grows. Understand your city first. Understand the state you live in first before you decide to grow a garden. Study the grass, study the soil first. Go do a lab test or do a test on your own on your soil first and do it in different areas of where you're going to plant your vegetables, flowers, or whatnot, because that's very vital. Y'all, I'm telling y'all right. I got so much in here, y'all. Like it's ridiculous because I'm learning from everybody, and I'm just taking notes, and storing it, and because when we do, get that property, whatever we do, what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? Thank you, my three and me. Thank you, I appreciate it. Thank you. What's gonna happen later on? I'm gonna take everything I learned and I'm gonna apply it. That's the best thing I can tell y'all. I hope y'all getting this today. I know I'm fully celebrating. I know I'm probably talking way too much, but I hope y'all everyone is learning from each other. We all can benefit. Apply everything you're learning. It may not you might not get that much success out of it, in the beginning stages. But the only way you learn if you try and try again, try and try again, and see the results of the blessing later on. I know some people want fruit trees, they want fruit quickly, but sometimes it's best to just grow that little stick, that little tree, and see what happens. Hello, New Jersey indoor gardener. Welcome to the channel, to the celebration. Grow a little stick first. Because sometimes what happens is that full adult tree might not do well in your garden. It's a good. That's why I keep saying it's good to experiment. It's good to see what's gonna happen. That's my hometown, New Jersey, repping Jersey. I'm talking my hometown. But yeah, it's very vital. Understand the environment first before you start a garden, whether it's in the ground. Now this is for the ground. It's not in containers, but for the ground. Get that lab test done. Study the soil. Thank you, NJ Indoor Gardener. Study the soil first. Learn it, and once you know what you need, the fertilizers like alfalfa meal, feather meal, uh, and whatnot. Then you and azomite, rock dust, and all those things apply it, work into your soil. Some people don't believe in no till. I think that you post it to your garden, no matter what. No matter what, till the garden, make it do the right thing, right? And then also, once you do that, you learn, what grows best in those areas. Take some like some radishes. That's easy, right? And it has a short growing span of harvesting. Take some radishes, right? See how it does in that garden. Take things that is not going to really benefit you in a sense, right? Take something that grows easy, see how it does in that area, and then apply it. And then say, okay, I could grow this, and this, and see what happens. What are you talking about? My theory and me. I don't understand. I'm trying to figure what was you growing that died on you. Um, so try that. I'm just saying to try that. Try something that's gonna just see work with what you got. Work with what you got, y'all. Please don't try to do the most and then you get upset that it failed. Don't do that. Do little by little. Do little by little. And that's what I gotta tell myself every day. I'm so serious. I'm just so serious. That's what I tell myself every single day. Do little by little. Take your time. Don't be in a rush. Be patient. Patience is a virtue, y'all. This all I can. Patience is a virtue. You guys, we got some people that's been on YouTube for a long time. Some been on a short time, and they could tell you patience is a virtue. Those of you that are gardeners right now, the 10, the 11 of you, patience is a virtue. Take your time. Don't grow a whole bunch of stuff and then you like, this ain't working for me. Like take your time. Don't, and then once you know what works, stick with it. Please stick with it. Just gradually take your time. Don't rush. Be patient. Woosah. Meditate. Do something. I'm telling you, I was getting the itch the other day. How long you had your peach and plum tree? See, and that's the thing. It I want to say it's easy to grow, but it's not always easy to grow. Sometimes peach trees and plum, the stone fruit itself, they give off mixed signals sometimes. It depends on the variety of peach you had. It also depends on how you was watering it, also feeding it. The one thing you want to be careful of is peach leaf curl. If you saw, excuse me, y'all, if you saw on your leaves of the tree, if you saw like red spots with bumps, that is called peach leaf curl. That's a fungus. Many times that happens because we basically have not sprayed. Okay, Ms. Fuller, thank you for joining. Have a good evening. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Be blessed. Have happy gardening to you. Many times with the peach leaf curl, with peaches and stone fruit itself, they get peach leaf curl. That's just one disease to name a few. And what happens is it actually is caused by not enough airflow. Or sometimes it could be another tree that's miles away that combat that that disease. So you want to be careful. That's why they use a fungus copricide on fruit trees such as stone fruit. They use. I have a fruit. I'm gonna show you right now what I'm talking. So this is what you when you do see. This is what you use. Okay, for your peach trees. You do this in the winter months. So for me, in my zone 9B, Central Valley, California, I do this in the mid-November. I do it more than what it says. I do like November, December, January, and February. I do it 4 times. Some people they do it 3. For this, thank you, Le. I know you probably have to go. Thank you. And then this is I can use this anytime. Let me take some tape. I can do this. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Move F3, I believe that says. Um, but this you can use year round. Okay, and I will use this in the winter month, fall winter month of November, starting when it doesn't rain at all in your weather in your when it doesn't rain, and then for those 4 months, and that's it. Because you want to spray that tree before you spray that tree um uh during that time. And then you can use this for your fruit trees, such as your stone fruit, a lot. You can use it anytime. It doesn't matter. But this is not going to allow your tree to become disease. This is a great product. Okay. I know some people might be against this stuff, but this is organic. All right. This is organic. I try to stay organic um as much as possible. What? Really? Really? Um. So that's that. But those two products I use for stone fruit. Next time I would say, my theory and me, uh, don't give up. Try it again. Purchase a fruit tree, grow it, and don't put it in the ground. Try it in a container. Get some potting soil, whatever brand you can afford, and wait until the fall, winter months to purchase your fruit trees because they're bare root. Doesn't mean they're gonna die. I know you put it. I'm not even leg cracking up. Oh yeah. Anyway, uh, basically bare root. You want to make sure you. What happened, Mo? I don't know. He's already fussing now. Make sure you get a bare root tree. Like from Stark Brothers, if you're gonna order online, I heard Stark Brothers is well known. For us, we can grow. We get our stuff from Dave Wilson. At our garden nurseries. We also couldn't get it from our big box stores, Home Depot, Walmart, Lowe's. But if you're looking for a online store, I would say Stark Brothers is a great choice in your area. They do permit for that. I'm gonna hold both of them. This is one. This is what you want to use in the fall winter month. Okay, it's on my hands. I'm gonna just make sure it's in the camera. I hope you can see it very well. This is the one. Okay, if you gotta use synthetic, use it. I'm not gonna tell you what to use. Whatever's your choice, use it. Okay, and this is another one. Culture spray. This is the one you can use all the time, especially when it's diseased and everything like that. This works. This helps. All right. I just hope you can see it very well. All right. It works. It does. It does great. And this is again. This right here is your. Okay. So and you do that. I like to tell some people say early morning or evening. I like to tell them do it in the evening. This is another thing you can do when you forest spray with that 511 from Miss New Orleans Garden. That's a thing she call it 511. I just say fish fertilizer, Alaska fish fertilizer, or they call it fish emulsion. I use another product. I just don't use fish emulsion. I'm gonna use another product very quickly. This is another one. This is by GMB. This product here is the same thing, but it has kelp and molasses. Molasses is great for the garden. Though the sugar helps the enzymes to basically feed each other, and that's what helps. Molasses on sulfur molasses is great. I've been using it for a very long time since I've been gardening, about 2 years now. Everything's like 2, 3 years because I've been gardening for 3 years. But for me, I've been using molasses ever since. It works on sulfur molasses. The Grandma Smith molasses. I said the Grandma Smith. The Grandma molasses. Hold on. So I don't. I use this both ways. I use this in the garden, and I use it when I make cookies. All right. So I love cookies. I have my own cookie business as well. I know I don't talk about it, but I do have my own cookie business. I have had that business since 2015. I don't really talk about it much, but it's been around, and but my focus has been mostly elsewhere, but I do have cooking beans. And this is what you want to use on for molasses. You could pour this a tablespoon of this and some water. It's best to warm the water up first. Okay. So basically, take some water. They love molasses. I'm telling y'all, they love it. They go nuts. They wake up. I saw. Only thing when you fully spray with this, I would say be careful because the leaves will get sticky. That it happens sometimes. So be very, very careful when you use it. I would say just do a soil drench, preferably, which means it's getting a bucket, a 5 gallon bucket of water and a couple of spoonful of this stuff. What happened? Come on. And use that and mix it with your fish emulsion because this is what it is. This it. It's basically fish fertilized with molasses. This product here. Okay. So that's that. And you will see a big difference in your garden. You will see especially when you forage spray bi-weekly. All right. But be careful not to overdo it because sometimes it gets your vegetation will get spoiled. Not in a bad way, but they're gonna be used to it. So try to do it. I would say once a month with foliar spraying. Uh, yeah, yeah, that's true. Yep, grandma know what she's doing. We learn from grandma. So that's that. And so those are the products, and I've been using this for about a month. Now I have a different variety, a brand of this, but this works as well. This is a great product as well. Seaweed extract. Excuse me, y'all. I keep burping. I'm sorry. Uh, Especially this, you want that nitrogen. I've seen a difference. I use this for our blueberries because our blueberries got scorched from the triple digit weather. And I just pour a little bit of this, about a tablespoon, and some water, and it's good to go. And I have seen a big difference. Yeah, that's all you need. Basically, y'all, this right here can last you. This little bottle can last you a year if you properly use it correctly. You can't have that. You can't have that. I'm sorry. But yeah, that's what I want to say. So you gotta properly use it properly. Don't overfeed your garden with fish fertilizer. Do it. Make sure it's bi-weekly. You can do it once a month. You don't have to do it twice a month. You have to, whatever you can do. Compost. I love composting, but I love trench compost. NJ Cali Gardner love trench composting. That's my thing. I love trench composting better than composting, hot composting, cold composting, and trench composting is my favorite. Um, Trench composting is basically another terminology for composting in place where you're just digging a hole and put it in the ground. That's another way you can fertilize your garden, especially your fruit trees and whatnot. Like Led been doing, and I have been doing it for a long time. When it comes to fertilizer, in an instance of basically taking eggshells, coffee grinds, and banana peels and putting in what is oh no. Sorry, y'all. Taking that and digging a hole with your fruit trees. That's another way you can fertilize your garden. What I did about a year and a half ago, I believe it was. I took banana peels, put it in the oven, and then I made a powder. I basically took it into a powder form, and basically did that in my own potassium fertilizer. Grind it up like a powder form, and did it that way. So there are ways to get around it. Your garden. But trench compost is for me is great. I love it. It's fun. And those are the ways I do it. That's right. I'm glad you're home. That's just the way I do it. Uh, so that's the way I take care of my garden: compost and earthworm castings. And that's another way you can get earthworm castings. Earthworm castings is from the worms when you trench compost. Uh, and if you have grown in containers a way you can what you can do if you got some dirt, take those containers and put them by the dirt. Like I'm glad that I have grow bags, grown in grow bags because I'm learning that I can move around with it. Um, thank you. This is my our son, little NJ, thinking his nose now. Little NJ. He might be sleeping. I don't know y'all, but he is. This is our son, and we love him a lot. And he is a handful. He's fun. He gives me the business. Yeah, yes you do. Um say hi, wave to the camera. You gonna wave? No, you don't want to wave. And you're drooling. He's teasing y'all again. He's getting big so fast. He got his nice outfit on today with his suspenders. Y'all, I can't see it. His suspenders on, looking sharp. Um, but yeah, that's that. That's my garden. This is we are learning each day, and I just want to say thank you to everybody. Thank you to everyone on here today because y'all motivated me to keep going. There's days where I don't want to make videos, and I feel like I'm not, getting the job done sometimes, but it's rough. Um, because sometimes you feel like your voice is not being heard, but my voice is being heard around the world. And we appreciate everyone for joining us today. We appreciate all the love and support. I don't know if Led is going to be on tonight, but when he does, put it out there. Please go and celebrate with Led Former 73 as they celebrate 100,000 subscribers. It is a big, huge blessing that he had reached that milestone. We appreciate him for doing what he's doing. Oh, I love you too. He's giving me a hug, y'all. What he has been doing for the longest. He has done. He knows his stuff. He knows how to graph. You want to learn how to graph? Go to his channel. You want to learn how to grow in the ground? Go to his channel. You want to learn how to grow in containers? Go to his channel. Go to his channel. Support him. Support him. Even if you don't know him for the first time, please go out and support his channel. I want everyone to support each other. Whoever's on here right now, go subscribe to that. Do that. Let that please. That'll be that's my gift. I would love that type of gift if you all would subscribe to each other's channel to support one another. No matter if you know them or not, no matter if you garden or not, go support each other, please. Because when we support each other, we love on each other. That's love. Even if you don't know the person, they might not live in the city or state you live in. But when we support our own community of gardeners, we showing support, we're showing love, and that's what it's all about. Is unity, having unity, showing the love and And now he want to mess, showing love and support to one another. And I appreciate everyone. I appreciate everything that y'all have been doing. If y'all don't comment, because I've been asking people to comment, but even if y'all don't comment on our channel, thank you, Tammy. Um, thank you, Tammy. I appreciate it. Even if you don't know how to garden, there are many individuals who know how to garden on this channel. Whether are in Nevada, no matter if you're in Vermont, Maine, Missouri, Indianapolis, Florida, Georgia, North Carolina, South Carolina, New Jersey, PA, New York, we all can learn from one another. And we all have different journeys and different different experiences. So that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. Teaching and learning from one another. Gardening is fun. Don't make it a job, but make it fun. Make it a nice hobby where you will have fun in your garden. Go outside in the early in the morning and just take it some time and just thank God. Thank God for the many blessings He give you. Go outside in your garden. It's even in the front of your yard, in your garden. Go out there, right? And just sit out there while everything is quiet and still. Oh, I love doing that. One day I want to get up at 3 o'clock in the morning one day, right? And just go outside, with some light and just go out there and just listen to the quietness. Y'all, I'm telling you, I have noticed something that when it's quiet and nothing's going on, there is a peace that you get. That's it was, you just enjoy. You go outside with your robe, your PJs, whatever you got, and just if it's cold outside, put on the jacket and just take some time for yourself and just relax. America is the only country, right? That's fast paced. No matter if you live in the suburbs or not, y'all. I'm telling y'all, we are the only country that's fast paced. It's more they say our country is more stressful than other countries like Europe and whatnot. So go outside. Well, Europe, uh, 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 UK, whatever. Just go outside and enjoy, enjoy your time. Enjoy your life. Don't take life for granted. We're not promised today nor tomorrow. Enjoy it. Have fun in your garden. Uh, if you got a pond, enjoy that pond. Get you a chair, a lounge chair. Sit by the pond and enjoy the water. If you got a lake in your neighborhood, and your lake is on your property, enjoy that lake. Enjoy the benefits of having that, because not everyone has it. If you got to make a little water fountain area, enjoy that. You got to hear some water to make yourself feel good. Get that. Do that. Do whatever you can do to enjoy, the moment. Take in the moment. Breathe. Because I've been having to learn how to take a moment and just breathe myself, even though I'm young, um, in age. But I might have a lot of wisdom. But just be mindful of that. Every day is a blessing that you're breathing. Thank God that most of us on here has not been affected. I don't know if anyone has been affected. It's none of my business. But take care of your body. Boost your immune system. Make sure you have some ginger. Do me a favor. Go buy you some fresh ginger. And this is gonna help you. I'm gonna teach y'all something real quick. Get you some fresh ginger and some cinnamon sticks. Or if you can't get not neither, get you some powdered cinnamon, powdered ginger. Boil you some water, steep it. Put this in and get some raw honey or honey, but raw honey is better. Drink that every morning to boost your immune system, please, because we don't know what Corona is doing. A lot of people are asymptomatic. And you should have been doing this in the get go. We all should have, keep ourselves healthy. But to combat that, do that. Also, if you feel like you getting sick, you could do this when you get a flu. Take a teaspoon of cayenne pepper, water, or get some water, some distilled water, cayenne pepper, ginger. It's gonna be hot. You're not gonna like this. But take a shot of this every day. You could do a lot of cayenne pepper. But it's gonna be spicy. What's going to happen? This is gonna make your body feel hot, and it's gonna make your body feel like it's on fire. But what the cayenne pepper and ginger is doing is killing the bacteria in your gut. It's killing the bacteria, any viral infections in your body, so you can be able to breathe and not get sick. That's a natural way of healing your body. You don't gotta do this every day. You don't gotta do it every hour. But if you're feeling some type of way and that you're afraid, do that. That's another way to keep yourself healthy. But ginger is one of the things that works for any of us. Yeah, he might be. I don't know what's going on, y'all, but he might be. I don't know if he's not already. But anyway, so where I'm gonna go is I've been on here for almost 2 hours, some change now. And I just want to say again, because I've been talking too much, thank y'all, thank y'all, thank y'all for celebrating with us. We appreciate it. We appreciate the love. We appreciate the support. Please, I want everyone that's on here. If you don't gotta have a garden channel. Whatever, if you're not used to gardening, whatever's going on, follow each other. Follow, support one another. I'm not going to delete this live. If you have not saw this live at all, please go back, see the beginning to the end. I know in the beginning of this live, it was kind of dead. No one was on here, but I thank you for all 11 subscribers that was on here today. No matter for, thank you all for celebrating with us. Our desire is to reach 1,000 subscribers by December. So please subscribe, share, share with anyone that's interested in gardening containers. We are about to come into fall, so we are in transition. We are about so that's why I am haven't really been doing a lot of videos lately, but I'm about to shoot another video in the coming days about fig tree. We just harvested some figs. Now we got more figs coming in. So I'm going to do a how to grow figs the right way in containers. So be on the lookout for that video. And I got more videos to come. I have another video that's coming out tomorrow, hopefully, and to support one another. We appreciate everyone. Again, thank you to everyone. Make sure you hit that notification bell to for so that you will see us live or go on shooting a video. I'm going to look at our calendar for the month of August and see when we're gonna do another live. Because there's a lot I can talk about because I've been talking all day long. I'm tired of talking now. I know I'm talking too much, but I'm going to see when we're going to do another live stream, and I believe we're going to talk about the fall, winter months, how to prepare. And please do me a favor, go purchase you some seeds, please, please. I know a lot is going on. Everybody, is scared and afraid and have fear, but God has not given us a spirit of fear, but He's given us power, love, and of a sound mind. So you have to basically not be fearful. Don't let fear kill you prematurely. Know that you're blessed. Know that you're favored. Know that God got you, and the best is yet to come. Go purchase some seeds. Prepare yourselves. Stock up on food if you need to. Canned goods, everything like that. We don't know what's going to happen in the coming months. Please, please, please make sure you got an emergency fund. Make sure that you have batteries. Make sure you have candles because these people are nuts. We don't know what's going to happen. I'm not trying to speak fear into you, but it's great to have something. Help your neighbor. Make sure they got their stuff too. So please do that. We appreciate you all. I'm gonna wait for my leg. I'm gonna wait for Miss NJ to come over here so we both can say see you later, alligator. um, but we only help each other, and that's the main goal. And please hit that notification when you go to Lead Farmer Services page. If you're not subscribed to this channel, hit the notification bell so that you can know when he will be doing his celebration as well. We appreciate you. Any last words you want to say? No, you just want to. Okay. So we appreciate you all. I don't get tired because I'm mumbling now. And we say thank you again. We will see you all in the next one. We will look at our calendar and see when we go live again over the weekend. It will be a weekend thing for for us. Um, and we appreciate you. Good night. Shalom to you all. Peace. Many blessings and favor upon your lives. Take care of your family. Happy gardening, if I can say that again. And again, we say we love you all. Remember, you are family. No matter if you're from Sacramento, California, New Jersey, whatever, we all are family. And we say the best is yet to come. We'll see you again very soon. See you later, guys.